Hello children, how are you all? I hope you are fit and fine and studying also. Children, as you all know, we have completed chapter number 9 yesterday, and today we are going to start our 10th chapter, and it means this is the last chapter of your supplementary reader book, A Pact with the Sun. The chapter name is very interesting, and story is also very interesting. And this is a story about a strange wrestling match. Strange means unusual. So children, I am going to write the story name. This is chapter number 10, A Strange Wrestling match. So children, strange wrestling match, it means a strange wrestling. So now the question is, what do you mean by wrestling? Wrestling, I am going to write the meaning of wrestling, children. Wrestling means a person who takes part in wrestling, especially for sports. This is a game, and in this the component or the combatant, you can say opponents or combatants, you can say they just pull and put the opponent down. And who is the mightiest one and who is mightier than the other opponent. So this type of the activity he used to do in this game. And in Hindi you can say this is called kushti. This is called kushti. That is also known in English as a wrestling. So a strange wrestling match. It means it's a game which is unusual wrestling over there. So children, this story is written by Indira David, and this is folk tale of Rajasthan. So children, we are going to start. Before going to start this story, we are having few points. That is, everybody believed that Vijay Singh, the famous wrestler, was unbeatable. It means nobody could beat him, or nobody could, and he is just always winner. That is why it is called Vijay Singh. Everyone, those who are living nearby, they just believed that Vijay Singh was unbeatable wrestler. Now second point, Vijay Singh was a bit boastful at time. Now bit boastful means he just feeling pride on his might or on his power. That is why he was very proudy, not in the term of proudy, but you can say who believed in his might and power. That is called boast. So that is, Vijay Singh was bit boastful at times. Once he took it upon himself to fight a ghost. Now he did a very strange thing, that he wanted to take part in the battle with ghost. So that type of the wrestling he did. So that is why this is written a strange wrestling match. So really it's a strange, because wrestling is used to do with the combatant, those who are a person, not animal or anything else. So that is why it is called a strange wrestling. Now children, I am going to start reading this first paragraph. There was once a wrestler called Vijay Singh, a tall man with the massive shoulders and muscular arms. He towered over others like a giant. Vijay Singh, people said, was a born wrestler and could beat all other wrestlers in the world. Now Vijay Singh was well-known wrestler. That is why people believe that he can or he could beat anyone in the world. It means he is the mightiest person in that area. So children, here you can see a tall man with the massive shoulders. So what do you mean by massive? So I should write over here. Massive means longer, or you can say large. Yes, this is called large, heavy, or solid. So this is the meaning of massive. It means large, heavy, or solid. These all the things can be used over here. So massive shoulders, it means it's a very solid shoulder. Here you can use solid word. So this person having a very Vijay Singh was having very massive, very strong, very solid shoulders and muscular arms with full of muscles. He towered over others like a giant. It means he was so long, that is why he towered. He was looking very heighted when the other persons were standing near him. So that is why he was looking so tall. So that is why he just like a giant. Giant means huge. So it's looking like very huge tower, just like a tower which is standing nearby. So here children, Vijay Singh, people said, was a born wrestler and could beat all over wrestlers in the world. Now he is a born wrestler. It means that the God-gifted wrestler, and no one could beat him, as the villagers believed. Now we are moving to the second paragraph. This Pahalwan had but one shortcoming which often landed him in the awkward situation. He was fond of boasting. One day he was sitting in the marketplace surrounded by several young men. After drinking many glasses of milk, he suddenly proclaimed, "Why are people afraid of ghosts? I am not. I wish I met a stout ghost. I'd teach him a lesson." Now, as you have seen in the story, and the description was given for this Pahalwan had but one shortcoming which often landed him in the awkward situation. It means this very mightiest person in this area, in this village, but one shortcoming, you can say the kami, that is we can call boasting. What do you mean by boast? Boast means feeling proud. So now I'm going to write meaning of boasting. Boasting or boast. So boast, the meaning of boast is talk with excessive pride. That is the meaning of. One shortcoming of this person, Pahalwan, that is Vikram Singh, having that he is used to boast. He used to say excessive, which is not required. But that is why sometimes he felt that he was in the awkward situation which is not suitable for him. Now, one day he was sitting in the marketplace, surrounded by several young men. He was standing over there and he was sitting there, and after drinking many glass of milk, because he was a pahalwan, he was a wrestler, that is why he just used to drink many glasses of milk. So that same he had done that day also, and suddenly proclaimed, because he was a very his behavior was very boasting behavior, that is why he just proclaimed, he just announced, why are people afraid of ghosts? Why you people are afraid or fighting with the ghosts? These are not scary creature. I am not. I wish I met a stout ghost. I would like to meet this type of ghost, because I am not going to afraid with the ghost. Now the word is coming over here, that is stout. Stout means heavy, stout means heavy built or fat. Heavy built or fat. So he wanted to meet, he proclaimed, he announced that I am not going to afraid with this ghost. I want to meet the stout, it means heavy built or fat ghost. I teach him a lesson, because I am mightier than ghost. That is why I would like to teach him a lesson. There were murmurs of applause as well as apprehension among the young men. If you walk alone at night through the haunted desert, one of them said, you are sure to meet ghosts. They roam there freely. Strange shrieks and the moans can be heard all over the place. Travelers have been looted and killed. Would you really want to go there? Vijay Singh's mighty heart missed a beat or two. Why did he have to boast? Yes, I have heard of the haunted desert, he said. Nonchalantly, I think it's just a fairy tale. Now here, children, in this paragraph you can see that after listening his voice or his word, every villager, those who are gathered over there, just start asking question, that there are new murmurs of applause as well as the apprehension among the young men. They were the young men, those who were standing over there, they just starting murmurs, very less applause. It means, now I am going to write murmurs. Murmurs means a low, continuous background noise. Now children, here you can see, okay children, here you can see that it was quite low in voice, murmurs of applause, because they were just applauding, but they were in a very low voice and continuous, it was moving on. And some young men asked, if you walk alone at night through the haunted desert, okay, so one young man asked that, have you roamed over there on the haunted desert? One of them said, you are sure to meet a ghost. I am very sure that you will meet a ghost. They roamed there freely, because that was a desert. There the rumors were spread over that area, that there you can find lots of ghosts, and they were roaming. Strange shrieks and moans can be heard all over the place, because at night it is called haunted desert. That is why you can find many shrieks, many shrill voices and moans and at the night. Now this word is shrieks. Now I am going to write the meaning of shrieks. So children, write it down. Shrieks. Shrieks means utter high pitch, utter high pitched, piercing sound. That is called shrieks. So one person said that whenever you are moving there, you can hear these type of the shrill sound, and this is utter high pitched piercing sound that can pierce your ears. That type of the sound you can hear over there. Travelers have been looted and killed, because this is the ghost desert. That is why there you can say that this is very well known that there the people looted and killed. Would you really want to go there? So the young man asked that, would you really want to go there, Mr. Vikram Singh? Vijay Singh say, mighty heart missed a beat or two. Now here Vijay Singh's heartbeat missing, that of anger or anxiety, or you can say he just felt insulted, because after listening so much explanation about that host desert, so he just very much aware about that. That is why he just said his heartbeat was missed a beat or two. Why did he have to boast? Yes, I have heard of the haunted desert, he said nonchalantly. So here you can see, when he missed his beat, that is time you can say it's a silence over there. And after that, when the other person said why he is boasting like that I want to go there, I want to see the ghost, I want to meet the host, why these type of the things he is used to tell. Now again Vijay Singh said nonchalantly. Nonchalantly means, now here I am going to write, this is new word for you, nonchalantly. Nonchalantly, it means in a casually calm and relaxed manner. Now in a very nonchalantly manner he replied. What he replied? Yes, I have heard of haunted deserts. Very calmly he replied. He said nonchalantly, I think it's just a fairy tale. So Vijay Singh said over here, it is just a fairy tale, it is not in real that any haunted desert is exist. So now we are moving to the third paragraph. Oh no, said one of his admirers. It's true. This place is 10 miles to the west on the road of the Jaisalmer. The landmark is an ugly black rock that looks like the head of the camel. Beyond there is nothing but sand and wilderness, and of course ghost. Now after saying this, that it is only a fairy tale, one of his admirers, Vijay Singh's admirers, tell, oh, no, it is true, and you can find 10 miles far from the Jaisalmer, and you can find over there a very you can say the isolated type of land full of sand dunes, and only the landmark is there. That is a rock, very old black rock. It is in shape of the camel. So that is true. Haunted desert is true. Now we are moving to the next paragraph, and before going to next paragraph, we just 3 points are given over here. Vijay Singh set out to find a ghost in the haunted desert. An old woman gave him a small packet containing an egg and a lump of salt. And third is Vijay Singh met a ghost who claimed he was his friend Natwar. Now children, we are going to start this paragraph. Almost the entire village turned up that evening to bid farewell to Vijay Singh. The day has come over here in that village, and here you can find the farewell of Vijay Singh was going on, and each and every citizen of that area was gathered over there. And a bid farewell to Vijay Singh, who was ready to set out west. And because it was haunted desert and there was so many people were killed and looted, so that is why this is the act of courageousness. That is why the whole people were gathered over here to boost his morale. And just then an old woman came forward and thrust a small packet into his hand. Now here, and in between what happened, a old woman had come forward and give a packet of anything, it will describe later. So the packet was given by the old woman in his hand of Vijay Singh. Started walking into the red sunset of the desert. He was started his walk towards the haunted desert. Now we are moving to the fourth one. As he walked, the night deepened. The moon was bright and the stars shone clearly in Rajasthan sky. Still, a few miles short of his destination, Vijay Singh remembered the old woman's packet. He opened it and found nothing but a lump of salt and an egg. The old woman was well known for her eccentricities. So here, as he walked, the night deepened. Now he was walking and walking, and at the end what happened, after evening, the night is going down. So the moon was bright and the stars shone clearly in Rajasthan sky. Because there is no cloud, that is why the sky was very clear that night, and the moon was shining continuously, and a star also was shining over there in the Rajasthan clear sky. Still a few miles short of destination. After you completing a miles, he just very near to his destination, the desert, haunted desert, Vijay Singh remembered the old woman's packet. And after few miles, he remembered about the old woman's packet. And he just opened it. He just opened it and found, what found? Nothing but a lump of salt and an egg. There was a lump of salt was there, thick type of the salt was there, and an egg was there. So that only the old lady had given him. Now children, we are moving to the next paragraph. As Vijay Singh stepped into the haunted desert, he heard a voice, Vijay Singh, you will get lost in the desert. Come this way, I am your friend, Natwar. At once Vijay Singh realized it was not his friend but a ghost. Trying to sound brave, he called back, where are you, my dear Natwar? It's dark and I cannot see you. Come here and show me the way. Like all good wrestlers, Vijay Singh wanted to size up his enemy. Now children, here he was in the haunted desert. As Vijay Singh stepped into the haunted desert, he heard a voice. He heard a voice, Vijay Singh, Vijay Singh. That type of the voice he heard. You will get lost in the desert. You will die in this desert. Come this way, come here. I am your friend Natvar. Now the ghost was shouting, come here, I am your friend Natvar. At once Vijay Singh realized it was not his friend but a ghost. Now Vijay Singh was recognized his voice, and he understood that he was not the voice of Natvar's voice, but it was only and only ghost voice. Now here, trying to sound brave, now he just acted like a brave wrestler. He called back. He again called back, where are you, my dear Natvar? He asked that, where are you, my dear Natvar? It's dark, I cannot see. It's all over dark over here, and I can't able to see the thing. So please help me. Come here and show me the way, because this is a very isolated land. I cannot survive over here. I cannot walk alone. So please come and help me. So come here and show me the way, like all good wrestlers. Please come, because you are also a wrestler. So please come and help me. Vijay Singh wanted to size up his enemy. He wanted to see how the ghost is looking like. Now we are moving to the next paragraph. Soon the ghost appeared at his side. Now very soon, when he called that ghost, please come and give your help, that the time the ghost was appeared, and Vijay Singh peered into his face and declared, you are just a plain lying ghost. Now here he saw this ghost, and you are just a plain. Now here very bravely he said, you are just a plain lying ghost. You are not looking like ghost. Anyway, now I don't have to walk all night. I was longing to meet you. Oh, it's really good that you meet me, because I did not want to walk through the night in this haunted desert. Not used to insults, the ghost was taken aback. Now here, ghost was always used to show his importance, so that is why he was not used to that type of the insult. That is why ghost was taken aback. People generally started back in horror when they met him. Now usually what happened, that always people did not want to meet him. As if anyone can tell us to meet the ghost, we cannot go there, because we are afraid, we just scared about these things. So here that this type of the insult, the ghost was not able to bear, so they often fainted, because it is happened always if they encounter any ghost, if the people encounter any ghost, so they used to faint. But here was his unfeeling creature claiming he wanted to meet a ghost. It didn't make a sense. So here that ghost was surprised that the people, those who are living nearby, they did not want to meet me. So how this person is so daring to ready to meet me? So it is unusual, strange for the ghost. Really, I don't know why you launched to meet me, the ghost said. The ghost asked, really? In fact, you really want to meet me? I did not mean it. I did not understand. Why do you want to meet me? That proves, said Vijay Singh in the bold voice. Now here, Vijay Singh, because he was little scared about that ghost, but he was not expressing. He was just pretending that he is a very brave person, he is a very powerful person. He just pretending that he is not scaring or that ghost. That is why he said that proves that I met you, so this is proof. That, said Vijay Singh in the bored voice, that you are a stupid ghost. The least a goat can do is to read a man's thought. So here Vijay Singh started pulling the leg of the ghost, because here you can see that he said that you are the very worthless ghost. The ghosts are used to read the mind of thoughts of the human being. So you are worthless ghost, you cannot understand why I have come over here. So however, a worthless ghost like you better than no ghost. It is worthless. You have become a ghost, you are not worthy for it. The fact is, I am tired of wrestling with men, I want to fight a ghost. Now here he exclaimed his desire that he wanted to fight with the ghost. That is why he is here. That is why he is in the haunted desert. So he said that I want to fight with ghost, because I am getting bored with fighting with human being. So I want to fight with you. So that is why I am here. The ghost was speechless. Now ghost was speechless and he could not say anything that time. Marshalling his ghostly wits, he made an attempt to look Vijay Singh scornfully in the eye. Now here again he was astonished to hear this type of the statement which was coming from Vijay Singh. So that time he was just amazed and he was just staring at the eyes of Vijay full with the scornful, it means full of hatred, and scornfully in the eyes of frankly, he said, you don't appear all that strong to me. You are not looking so powerful than me. Ghost said, appearance can be deceptive. Now here a phrase was told by Vijay Singh that appearance can be deceptive. It means appearance can demotivate you, or it cannot give you real picture. So here appearances can be deceptive. So if I am looking a simple human being, so it is not clear, it is not true that I am so strongest, so that is why I am here. Vijay Singh said, take your own case. You claim to be a nutwar, though actually you are a rascal of a ghost. If you doubt my strength, let me give you demonstration of it. So now here, he just criticized over here that ghost and he said, you told me that you are my friend Natwar, but you are a very stupid ghost, and that actually you are a rascal ghost. If you doubt my strength, so I'll demonstrate, I'll show my strength. So please don't argue with me. I am here to fight with you. So you are not worthy as a ghost, but I would like to tell you that you are not worthy as a ghost. You told me that you are Natwar, but you are not Natwar. So you are liar also. So that type of the things he said that day. So children, we are moving to the question and answer, and children, after that we will do, and we will do in the next classes. So we will meet you again, and this story is very interesting, as you have seen that we have covered the first part of the story. Here you have seen the courage and bravery of Vijay Singh. Now we will continue this chapter in our next video. So we will meet again. Till then, bye bye and take care.